Hey everyone, it's been a couple of weeks since I made my last update. I finally finished moving, unpacking, no, moving, yes. And just want to post up a quick video till I did the thing, moved. Bought a car. I have a 2011 Toyota Corolla LE, silver, spray. It's a good car. I love my car. Her name's Serenade. Yeah, anyway, so my real post, I'll make a couple of, I'll be making posts much more frequently now that I'm here. My real post is, do you ever, like, forget for a little while that, like, how crazy someone is when you move, like, away from them, and then you move back, and then you're just like, wow, these people are nuts. They're, like, my family is completely bonkers. These people are crazy. The other day, my sister, because my younger sister lives here and I just moved back home to help my family take care of the house while I'm going to college, and my sister comes in and she says I parked too close to her side. You know, I went out the window because I was like, maybe I did, I don't know. And I hadn't. And she had plenty of room to get out of her car on both sides, so if she wanted to crawl out of the passenger side, she had plenty of side on her side. I said, well, what do you mean? Oh, well, I can't park too close to the mailbox. I was like, you have 3 feet before your car's near the mailbox. And you have 3 to 4 feet before you get near my car. Like, your door couldn't even hit my car. But if I park any closer on the other side, I'm going to be in a bush. And she just was like all really huffy about it. But it's then like every little thing I say to her, she sends like 500 made-up story text messages to my dad, and then like I get like an angry text from him, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Because she doesn't want me to be here because my sister's like literally crazy. She has like separation anxiety issues from my parents, and she thinks if I'm here, specifically for my mom, she doesn't like my dad. She wants my parents to break up so she can live with my mom. Just the two of them. It's really weird. So she thinks with me being here, she's going to get less mommy time. My sister's 26, by the way. It's really awkward. And she has her son lives here as well. But, she's literally been trying to tell them weird things that I've been doing, in parentheses, like, quotation marks, like, been doing since I got here. The other day, she made up a story about how I screamed at her in the morning, when my morning was rather uneventful. I ate my leftovers. I did the dishes that weren't mine. And I had to tell her that she should never leave me home without telling me. She left me in the house with children that weren't mine without telling me where she was going or when she was coming back. And I had work that afternoon, and I didn't know if she was going to come back or if I was going to have to take children to work, and she just left. And I had no idea where she was going, or if she was coming back. She was like gone for the long haul, just took off, left me with a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old, my nieces, but just kind of was gone. She took her 7-year-old and went for a drive somewhere for like an hour and a half. And I was like, you know, I already told mom and dad, but if I'm left with a child without my consent, this was the agreement. If it is without my consent or knowledge, pre-asked, I will call the state for child abandonment. And that's what she was mad about. But she told my parents I like screamed at her for an hour about it, and I didn't. I told her just as calmly as I'm talking now. But she's just been making up all these really weird stories about like stuff I've done during the day, but most of the time I've been at work. And it's like I haven't lived at home for 8 or 9 years now, And I'm not even, this wasn't even my room when I lived here. My room is the room upstairs that my sister and her child have absolutely destroyed. Like, it's disgusting. Like, they destroyed the floor, they destroyed the walls, they chipped the paints off the windowsills, there's poured paint on the carpets, there's, the doors all chipped and cracked. I just don't, my mind is blown. And it's not just there. My mind is blown at how badly they've destroyed the house. Glass panels in the French doors completely shattered. Cabinets ripped apart. The amount of time and energy I've had to put into moving here just to prepare to move into here. We had to completely redo the floor in the room I moved into. Because, like, and repaint the walls, redo the ceilings. Like, it was just... I've already spent like hundreds of dollars, just to make moving in here possible, because the room that I needed to move into was not a livable room. And it's been kind of crazy. And then my nephew is 7, and he's special needs. But they're not really sure what kind yet, like what he has yet, like, because he's so young. And he gets into screaming matches with my sister, who doesn't know how to parent, so they get into screaming matches when he wakes up at 6 o'clock every morning, because she doesn't know how to handle him. And so I get out of work very late, and she wakes up in the morning with him, and she doesn't, like, you know, she doesn't handle him properly. She will feed him whatever he wants to eat, and then if, like, he does some arbitrary thing that she doesn't want him to do, she just starts screaming at him. Like, he wanted to wear pants today, and she wanted him to wear shorts, and that was the argument they had this morning, at 7 o'clock in the morning. That was their argument this morning. Yesterday, it was so... she was so angry at him over whatever he was doing, I couldn't even understand what she was saying. Like, 7 o'clock in the morning, every morning, it has been a thing, that they just scream at each other every morning. And you figure I get out of work at midnight, a lot of the times, and I get home, and I go to bed, and if I'm going to bed at 1 o'clock the earliest, because I'm getting out of work, and I'm getting ready for bed, I'm taking my shower, so if I'm getting to bed by 1, that's if I'm going right to bed, and not, like, you know, messing around online. And then I'm being woken up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning by, essentially, 2 children screaming at one another. Mom, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. No, 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 no. It sounds like a T-Rex in drag. It is literally a T-Rex in drag. I don't know. Alright, kids, well, that is, pretty much my first 2 weeks here. And I'll update more, because, you know, I watched the new X-Men movie, I thought it was rad as hell. And, yeah, stay in touch.